I believe I have hit rock bottom for real this time. So I stated on my Generation of Chaos review, Idea Factory can be considered the producer of the biggest piles of turds in anime that you can find. You thought Skelter Heaven and Mars of Destruction were the worst thing you have ever watched? Those can be considered masterpieces in comparison to what I'm going to show you. Today's review is about an anime that it could have been considered lost media, but I didn't give up and I found it with the help of some people who have watched it on my anime list. Today's turn is Gakuen Toshi Valanoir, so shoutouts to these guys on my anime list. For the beginners, this show is so bad in many things that I could even do a thesis on what makes this show a train wreck. Even the people in Amazon Japan are not hiding how terrible it is, and to ask for over $100 is a big scam, and that is only the first episode. The first thing that makes it so painful is that I don't know where they got the budget because it is 2 episodes and they are more than 30 minutes long. I mean, comparing this to Generation of Chaos, who has 2 separate stories thrown together in a 30-minute DVD, this production has a long story that lasts 1 hour and 19 minutes. The second one being the most obvious, animation. You thought that the shows I have reviewed have horrible animation? Varanoir tries the best, and I mean the best, in making all kinds of horrible and putrid animations. This takes the cake as the worst animation production I have ever seen, although that could change if I continue to watch Yoshiteru's works. The beginning of the show starts with horrible paint drawings and this CGI clock. When I started watching the show, I felt a sensation of fear and to be afraid of what could come up next. And then it happened. Then you start noticing that her grandpa, I believe, gets excited watching his granddaughter getting dressed. Yeah, it is one of those shows. Then we come across the cheapest CGI that you can find in any anime, and I mean it. They went full retard with the CGI. The 3D backgrounds are the most disgusting backgrounds I have ever seen. I thought that in Generation of Chaos were horrible, but here they love to shove it to your face every time they can. So we follow the adventures of Mew, in which she is accepted into this school called Varanoir. But before arriving, she encounters a carbon copy of Haomaru from Samurai Showdown, and they fight for some reason. I wish I could understand Japanese, or maybe not. Another thing I must add is that for some reason, and it is very obvious, that some scenes are not even drawings and are pictures of some parts of the animation. It just feels that they added some promotional art style and then slap it on the screen and then zoom the camera onto the screen, and trust me, they do this very often. I wish I could be joking and me doing the zooming on Vegas, but no, this is the actual product. So we follow Mew into the school, and then I could understand even more how was this even 2 episodes. Just look at this scene.
一人ぐらい教室にいてハンコいただけますか
Oh my god, are you even kidding me with this? It seems that this school accepts multiplets. Yeah, I don't know if this is even an English word, but it seems that this school only accepts thousands of people looking the same and some exceptions between them. This shit is driving me insane. Sorry for the curse, YouTube, but damn! After Mew presents herself to the school, then she encounters her rival, because reasons. And they go to this arena to fight, because again, reasons. Later, during the fight, they start thinking about the plans of the first attack in what I told you it was just art style slap on the screen and zooming the camera. So Mew's rival attacks with a horrible movement, yes I said movement, because this is not even animation at this point, but Mew finds money and something that should be considered funny happens, but I'm laughing at them for how bad this sequence is. So we finished the first episode with horrible backgrounds brought you by Creeper Skin from Minecraft, and with her grandpa being a pervert. I don't know if this was also to make the show funny, but makes it even worse. Then the second episode begins with a food competition for some reason where Mew wins. What I'm getting about this character Mew is that she's perfect in every sense, or maybe call it the power of luck like Domino from Marvel. Then, for reasons beyond my not understanding of Japanese language, they go to the most repulsive cave in existence, and not because it is dirty looking. Well, technically yes, the CGI in this part drags for way too long. Oh boy, the producers at one point they even start cutting the horrible background and they put the characters into these boxes. Was the budget so low at that point that they could not render the background? Later they pass the horrible water with this amazing sequence and they find this cat girl playing the official Varanoir PS2 game for some reason. And later they discover the exit and they return to the school. Also, they add this subplot of the grandpa and what I consider the guy from Generation of Chaos talking to each other, because something that caught me off guard is that they throw this Generation of Chaos flashback, and for some reason they discuss that the principal is making an army and getting some superpowers. At this point, was Idea Factory trying to make an Idea Factory cinematic universe even before Marvel had that idea back in 2002? I simply can't process all this mess going on. Afterwards, we discover that the principal has electric powers and Mew's rival fights him, and sorry for the bad quality, but only like this I could find this trash. Also, this is brought you by what I believe it was fan art and not actual producers of the show. Then the principal uses thunder and it is super effective on these kids. Later, Mew arrives to the scene and she sees the principal who has mega evolved, and what I think it happens is that Mew doesn't recognize who this man is. But she finds that her classmates are on the floor fainting, so she unleashes this attack and cuts his hand and the whole series background. Yeah, she went full overpowered that they destroyed the horrible school background. So they fix the school with the money that they don't have and the girls become best friends forever, for some reason. What can I say? This show is a ride and an experience I will never forget. My conclusion with this show, just watch it to laugh at it and not with it. In this odyssey that I said I will be reviewing the worst anime that exists and are objectively bad and not some trending hype every 3 months, this is the pinnacle of appalling animation. The characters are non-existent, the plot is a mess, the animation is a nightmare that even someone on YouTube back in 2005 uploading 3D animations does a better job. There's nothing redeemable from this thing. Maybe the only thing that could be considered good is that at least it's not lost media, because even if it's stupidly bad, at least it deserves their place to be shown to the world, so mistakes like this don't happen very often. This is everything from my part. This is Elkepsan. If you enjoyed the video, you can give a like and subscribe for my next torture. If you have a recommendation on bad anime, you can write it on the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care in whatever you do, and see you next time. Goodbye, people.